Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Well,
Hi,
we're not live
everyone.
yet. No, we're
Remember to
there's
tip your wait staff.
yeah, right. There's no one watching yet,
Okay.
but we are live.
All right.
So I'll do the intros for the people who watch later. You're
Oh.
watching Porchcast Pottstown on Facebook.
All right. Am I in the right spot now?
Yeah, you're good. You can go anywhere now. This is Porchcast Pottstown. We're live on Amy's porch. We had a little bit of a change of venue tonight. I was feeling nostalgic about
You found your hat. You felt
I
nostalgic.
did. I thought I lost this hat, and I found it, and I was feeling nostalgic. So I was like, let's go back to the porch. So we're on the porch. Amy's messing with her mic. Hold on. I'm going to turn your mic off while you're doing that. So we're back on the porch for tonight's show. Thanks for tuning in. People are starting to tune in. We are Porchcast Pottstown. We're live on Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate and also Porchcast Pottstown on YouTube. We are your hosts, and I'm going to put that caption up on the screen. I am Matt Green. We are on Amy Wolf's porch, and we are your hosts of Porchcast Pottstown. Thanks for tuning in. I didn't do a post today for the show. Hold on. I got to bring your mic back up. Okay, Whew. You're good.
All right. So this will be the first time that I'm able to
see.
Yeah.
So they did a thing, and I can see that there's some chats coming in, people saying hello. Thanks for tuning in. We're getting more watchers to Porchcast Pottstown here on Facebook and YouTube.
Ah, I see. Oops. Yikes.
I can now turn off and on the chat overlay. That's some new functionality that Restream added. So when I want to turn the chat overlay on, I just click this button, and then you're going to see you'll see that the chat will come up there on the side.
Oh, right.
Tara Cifelli is saying hello.
Hi, Tara.
Thanks for tuning in, Tara Cifelli.
So,
Ternita Brand.
Oh, cool.
And Judy Green, the executive producer.
Well, cheers, everyone. Whew. It was like getting everything set up in the cold and the dark. Hey, speaking of hats, we do still have a couple of hats left.
There are some hats, and
they're very, very warm.
They are. They also meet the Blaze Orange requirements if you're going to go hunting.
And you have to wear how many square inches?
250 square inches on the head and chest.
250 square inches is like 2 feet? What is that?
I don't know. Somebody can do the math. I just know that all of my gear is good.
Yeah, it's one of those hats and one of those vests.
Yeah,
that basically pretty much covers you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did use my Porchcast Pottstown hat for some hunting action this year. And remember, folks, if you're going to be out and about on public lands, the hunters wear orange, so should you.
Is it true that deer cannot see orange?
That's what I've been told.
Is it a myth?
I don't know.
We need to myth bust that.
I don't know. At one point in time, back in the day when camo just started picking up, there was these guys down south, Now, turkey hunting, turkeys have very good eyesight.
Okay.
But these guys, these old school turkey hunters from down south, wanted to prove that you didn't need a camo.
How'd that work out?
They went out in Santa Claus suits and got turkeys.
Okay. So I guess the turkeys couldn't see red so much.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Susie Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to tell Susie Kennedy that I am very happy that she and John are doing Do Something New Wednesdays again.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it. I took a little break there during the holidays. But I love, so Susie and her husband, if you don't know them, go out every Wednesday and they do something new for Do Something New Wednesday. And so they mostly localish stuff. Susie, I don't know if you have a, like a square, like a mile radius that you try to stay in, but it's usually stuff that's within an hour's drive or so. And it's really, it's just really neat. It's like there's a lot of stuff. You do not need to go far to find interesting things to do. It's like they go on a field trip every single week.
No, it is. It's like a field trip for adults.
It's like a field trip for school. I read online somewhere, somebody had said, why are field trips reserved for kids in school? Like, I think adults should take a field trip once a month. Take the day off from work and, you know, if you can, and go see a museum or go do something educational or fun. It could be really cool.
She's saying no, they'll go anywhere. COVID has just kept them closer to home.
All right.
Yeah.
I
So
love
that's
it.
what's going on there. I like to do that on the weekends with Chris Golden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Her and I
you guys
will
are good. You just hop in the car and go and drive.
someplace. Sometimes we have a destination in mind. Other times we've just driven and wound up someplace.
Right.
The la-
Usually at a really cool gastro pub or brew pub or something.
That's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're looking for some more places, some cideries, like places that make cider. Thanks for tuning in. I see there's more people tuning into Porchcast Pottstown. You'll notice that we're back on the porch for this episode.
I like it. I like the porch. It's making me wax nostalgic. We've been doing this for almost 2 years, Matt.
I know.
So how is everybody doing out there?
If you keep pushing that heart button, it helps us. So you want to keep pressing the like button and the heart button
on every comment
and everything that we do. Go ahead and do that. It does help us. And if you've been doing it, that's probably why our viewers.
There's a million hearts coming up. Do you see it?
No, I can't see it.
Oh, because you're on the.
I'm on
yeah.
the.
So
I'm on
there's
the
a million. Okay, Trinita, we got you.
Yeah, there's nothing.
The
wrong
hearts
with
are
that.
just like popping up all over the place.
When she started doing that, there was literally 3 more people tuned into the show. So if you want to help us spread the word, please do that. You can like, share,
it's
subscribe.
Like exploding hearts now.
Yeah. I'll put the caption back up too.
Tara says the other farm in Boyertown has a lot of cider. I'm sure
they do. Mm-hmm. And I would say that their ciders over the years have gotten tremendously better. When the other farm, I'm just going to be completely candid. When the other farm first started doing ciders, I was not impressed.
Since we're on this topic, I don't know what that means, like what a cider is as opposed to beer. I know that I like it. Like that's when we're at pub. That's usually what I drink.
Well, I mean, the biggest difference is ciders are fermented with apples and pears.
And
right?
Fruit usually.
Fruit, yeah.
Right.
So
it's
beer
healthy. It counts as one of my 5 a day.
Right.
Okay.
Beer is fermented with barley or wheat or rye, oats, other grains.
Right.
So they're both fermented beverages. Cider just comes from apples.
Right. And fermented foods are very good for you.
Supposedly.
They're very good for your gut. Very good for your gut digestion.
According to Brooke Martin.
Yeah.
I do like the other farms' ciders now. It's taken them a while.
I think they kind of got their method down.
I think so.
Yep.
We also like Windridge cider. Windridge is in Dallastown.
I don't know what that is.
It's right outside of York and kind of Gettysburg. It's about an hour and a half ride, but it's not an unpleasant ride.
Right.
If you kind of go the back ways. And beautiful place, great food, good ciders, good beer. I think their cider is better than their beer, but their beer is not bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if any other cider places, I'll take any other recommendations for places to go because we're looking for them.
Tara says they have cider at JJ Radigan.
They do?
Which is where she works now.
Now, is JJ's producing that cider or are they bringing it in from someplace else? That's my question. Is JJ's making the cider or is somebody else making it for you?
She says we have that at JJ Radigan. So Tara, you can clarify. And Susie says there's a good cider place up in Cooperstown, New York.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a ride.
Cooperstown.
I think what she's saying is
that where the baseball is that where the baseball
that's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is.
Right.
I think what she's saying is that they have Windridge at JJ Radigan's. And they do because the last time we were there, Miss Golden got a cider, a Windridge cider there. So they do have it. It's good stuff. I mean,
so clearly none of us are doing dry January.
No.
Stupid.
No.
January is exactly when you need to be drinking.
I did go back to the gym after a brief hiatus of not going.
Where do you go?
Planet Fitness. It's quick. It's easy.
Cheap and close, right?
And I'm not like, I'm an old man now, so I don't need to do all the heavy lifting that I used to do. I just need to go and move around and kind of keep myself in shape.
Right. Well,
So
I have been
Planet
going
Fitness is good
to
for that.
my favorite place, Samana.
Yoga.
So I've been doing yoga, and I've also been taking Aaron Burke's Pilates class. It's been kicking my butt, but I'm going to be ripped by summer. And I love the classes there. I love the instructors are great, and it's close by and support a local business. So I didn't set myself any goals or resolutions. I'm just trying to move around a little bit more.
Yeah, so my goal I thought was kind of achievable as long as I stay on track. I'm gonna run the 5K
Oh,
on the 4th of July.
okay.
I'm just gonna run it. I'm not gonna try to like set
Do
a
you
age
set
group
any sort of
record or
land speed
anything.
record
No,
or anything?
I'm just gonna run
Yeah.
it and finish it.
So it's a 5K, which is
3.2 miles.
right.
I
But
can do that.
it's on July 4th, which
Mhm.
but it's also at the crack of dawn.
It's in the morning.
So hopefully it's not too hot.
Right. I think I'll be all right.
Right. Right. I didn't know you were a runner. Other than when
I'm
you
not.
other than when you had to chase perps.
I'm not a runner at all. The only reason I ever ran was because there was a ball involved. Like soccer. I loved soccer.
Mhm.
I played rugby. But those were the only times I wanted to be running.
Right. Or when you were chasing a perp.
Well, I was getting paid to do that,
Yeah.
right?
Right. If somebody paid me to do it, I don't know. I hate running. I did try to run, and I did like this Couch to 5K program,
Yeah.
which eases you into it.
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't need to be. And everybody else in my family runs. My sister runs. Both of my brothers run.
Yeah.
My uncle was built for running. Dude is like a gazelle.
Not you.
Not me. Nope.
But you did it. I mean, at least you completed it.
I
mean,
tried,
it
and then I
is
realized that I could get just as the health benefits were just as good for just walking.
walking.
Mhm.
And walking and doing some yoga.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna lift weights and do some cardio and go
I
fishing.
think the key is that you just have to keep moving.
So my aunt,
Have to keep moving. Like my parents, 83 and 84 years old.
yeah.
They walk. They don't walk as much as they used to.
Mhm.
Hi, mom and dad, if you're watching. But they do. They walk. So instead of doing 2 miles a day, now they do 1. My mom's got some arthritis in her feet, but
Mhm.
they still keep moving. The other day, my dad was cleaning the gutters. He's 84. I was like, all right, stop it with the cleaning of the gutters. My mom shampoos the carpets. But my point is just keep moving. Do whatever you can. Run away from Chris Golden. She's running away from you, Joe.
No
Right
comment.
into the porta potty. Hi, Diane Crum. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, we're back on the porch. If you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in to Porchcast Pottstown. We don't have a guest. We didn't really have much of a show, so we're really just kicking it old school.
Yeah, we're just chatting. I
Having
do have
some
a
conversation
stack.
with our neighbors.
I have probably 20 minutes worth of like news and things.
Maybe we should
Of course, thank you to Jamie Sanchez, who is like my news cultivator. She posts all sorts of stuff. I'm going to give a shout out to Jamie because she really put. All right, there goes Trinita again with the hearts and the likes.
do it. Do it.
Jamie really is great about being a positive force in Pottstown, and she's really great about sharing news and information and events to all the different groups out there. So thank you, Jamie, for that, because I look for her posts and pull a lot of stuff, a lot of information from her posts.
I like the fact that she's also now posting to multiple platforms.
Yeah.
So she's reaching people on
Yep.
different pages.
Yep.
So in case somebody's not on one or the other, she's repeating the message. So
Oh, hey, Josh Park. Thanks for tuning in.
yeah, we haven't talked to Josh in
I
a little
know.
while.
Josh, do you have any
Life.
updates for us?
Yeah, let us know what's going on down there at Branch Life Ministries.
Yeah.
Tara
says Pampered Chef is having a sale. Yeah.
Hook up with Tara Safelli. She's always doing something with Pampered Chef. We were going to go down. We were contemplating going down to Branch Life for Christmas. They were doing some Christmas service stuff down there. But then when the Omicron variant kicked off, we decided not to go anywhere.
Just kind of like sit tight.
And in the long run, that was probably a mistake because it kind of busted us out of our normal routine.
Right.
And it caused a little bit of stress.
Mm-hmm.
But Josh, we were thinking about you, buddy.
Yeah.
We were legit going to go.
Best intentions.
Best intentions.
Yes.
That's the best thing to say to a pastor.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking about coming to your church.
That don't get you into heaven. Still recovering from holiday craziness. I am sure if there's any updates on the apartment fire folks, hopefully they're all settled in. It's been
It's
Year
been
and a half now.
Yeah, it's been a
Oh
while.
my gosh.
And I know that
Time is.
Josh has some other stuff going on
Mhm.
too. I mean, I did go
Oh,
towards
hey,
the
Vance.
I guess it was towards the end of the summer, beginning of the fall. We went down there for services.
Okay.
Um,
And down there is where? Where's the?
they're in Pewtown.
Okay.
They're in the former Pewtown Baptist Church. And some of my cousins were very involved with Pewtown Baptist and then decided to stay when it became
Oh,
Branch Life.
cool.
And they were getting an award. So Chris Golden and I went down to see my cousins be recognized
Very
for their
nice.
contributions to
Mhm.
Branch Life or to Pewtown Baptist.
Right. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, hi, Jamie. I was just talking about you. And hello to Bill and Vance, who are on the beach. Jerks.
They are. I will say this. I was invited to go. I'm still struggling with this flying thing. Number one, I don't like flying to begin with. And it's not, I'm not scared of planes. I'm not scared of heights. Like if Deb Penrod still had her plane and was like,
Yeah.
let's go up in the Cessna, I'd go up in a heartbeat.
Right.
It's not that.
Right.
I'm just so uncomfortable on commercial flights. You're packed in there.
I was going to say, you're a big dude.
It's hard.
Right. So
Yeah.
the seats are about as big as this.
Yeah.
Right. And so
there's no way I'm not in somebody else's seat. Like it's impossible for me to sit down and not be in the
maybe
seats
if
next
you
to
were
me.
at the bulkhead and you had the extra space.
Yeah, or on the aisle.
That would at least be okay.
Yeah.
This way.
Right.
But this way, you're still right. You got to save up your air miles. Get some first class action.
I know. And then you throw COVID in on top of it. It's just more than I want to deal with. But I do appreciate the fact that Vance invites me down there.
He says he's doing. We can do the show from the bow.
See, he has this boat on the Chesapeake too. And I keep telling him that in the spring, once the boat on the Chesapeake gets opened, I'll gladly come down there because we can drive down there.
Right. Right.
Vance Jaffe is the proprietor at High Street Billiards, 243 East High Street. Go play some pool.
Yeah, and also I took some stuff down there to sell.
Did you?
I had a handful of old jewelry from like when we were at my parents' house over Thanksgiving. My mom had, just like piles of kind of odds and ends, earrings and whatnot, and took some stuff down there and got a couple bucks.
Sweet.
I told her I'd save it for her to buy her scratch offs.
Okay. Converted it to lotto.
So, Josh, thank you for the update. He says that from the Marchwood Apartments, everyone is rehoused as of 8 months ago. That is fantastic. I know that was a big, big job and a lot of work to get everybody rehomed. So that's wonderful. And they gave us the whole campus still.
Yeah, he's talking about.
Oh, at the church.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. So
1850s. Wow.
Yeah, it's an old church, and like I said, my cousins were very contributing members to Pewtown Baptist, now Branch Life Ministries. COVID is nothing more than a bad cold. Now, if I will say, most people who are just having the bad cold symptoms are the ones who had some form of vaccination.
Yep, and or boosting. Yep. Yeah, so that is the good news, is that for most people now it is just a bad cold, but it is still a disruption. For work, you'll see a lot of places now, like the deli at Wawa is closed, or this place is closed, or it's just, people are out for 5 days.
My son has COVID and can't go into Pep Boys, so Pep Boys down a mechanic now.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is affecting a lot of businesses.
It definitely is. But the good news is for most people are recovering from it quickly. And the CDC guidance is that you isolate for 5 days. And then after 5 days, you can be out and about again. You just need to wear a good fitting mask. So yeah, Jamie, it is not a fun way to use a week's vacation. So if you work for an employer that is not covering your time, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. I would prefer just to get a booster, and hopefully that I don't get it.
But for most people, even if they are boosted, they are still, if they get it, you still have to isolate for 5 days. And it's a drag when you have to use your vacation time. if you don't have a generous employer like Wolf Baldwin and Associates.
Right. Or you're
We're
not
not
self-employed.
required to cover time off for COVID, but we certainly don't want people coming to work when they are not feeling well. So we have a policy where we pay folks if they're missing time because of COVID.
Yeah,
So.
some folks that were on my holiday mailing list for Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate got a moon phase calendar.
Yes.
I got a lot of people.
Is that so that we can keep track of when the phones are going to go crazy and when all the lunatics are going to call?
Yes.
Lunatics, of course, being derived from the Latin word for moon.
Mm-hmm. No, I was telling people that they could now plan their howls accordingly.
Monday is the wolf moon.
Okay.
It's the wolf full moon. Hold on, let me look it up.
It's named after you.
Yeah, I'm going to go completely apeshit on Monday. Yeah. Wolf full moon.
I got a lot of good feedback on those moon calendars.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Multiple people contacted me and said that's a really cool thing. So it was one of the choices that I had. So I wanted to do something different that would be a little
stand
bit
out.
unique.
And it definitely
apparently it did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Liz.
January 17th, which is Monday, it's also Martin Luther King Day on Monday. The first full moon of 2022, and it is the quote wolf moon.
Mm-hmm.
This full moon was so named because villagers used to hear packs of wolves howling in hunger around this time of the year.
Right.
So it's not named after me, but I'll take it.
Remember a few years ago there was the super moon, blood moon, something, super wolf blood moon.
All sorts of moons.
Yeah.
Well, now you can track them with your Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate.
That's correct.
How are things on the
now I have Warren Zevon stuck in my head.
How are things in the real estate world? Are they still busy?
Yes.
Still low inventory, high demand?
Correct.
Okay.
The market is softening up a little bit, but I would just say that's because it's the seasonal time of the year. Like that week between Christmas and New Year's is just dead.
Sure.
But now that we're coming out of that, I'm starting to get some phone calls. I do want to thank Bruce Baldwin from Wolf Baldwin Associates. Gave me a nice referral for a woman who's looking to sell her house here in Pottstown.
I would like to thank Bruce Baldwin, who was the victim of my nervous breakdown at the office yesterday.
And he took it in stride.
He's such a good guy.
He seems like he's pretty calm.
He's a great guy. First of all, he is a brilliant attorney. He's really, really, really smart.
Yeah.
And he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he is very, he's just very solid.
Even keeled.
Yeah.
I had one of the best political conversations with Bruce Baldwin that I've had in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Now, this was a little while ago, but the man can have a good, solid conversation.
He's a smart dude, and he's great to work with. He gives me a lot of help and a lot of guidance and a lot of just a lot of support as far as running the business. And that's what, it's part of what he does is he represents small businesses. So he does a lot of small to medium-sized business representation. In addition to like if you're just starting a business and you need an LLC and an incorporation or any of that stuff. So he does all of that. I could just give a little shout out to Bruce.
Yeah. So to answer your question, the market is still heavily favoring sellers. Mm-hmm. So if you have something that you want to sell, Now's the time. Please call me. I can help you out. We've been working hard on our marketing campaigns, and we are getting a lot of recognition from both our customers and other members of the real estate industry that we do excellent photography and excellent videography.
Yeah, the drone footage stuff is really cool.
Unbelievable. That guy can program a drone to fly through your house at eye level. It makes it literally look like you're walking through the house.
It's really fantastic.
Yeah.
And hopefully that weeds out some
tire kickers, looky-loos,
right.
Or maybe somebody who doesn't necessarily thinks they might like the house, but they see something in the video and they're like, you know what, that's not for me.
Or vice versa.
Oh, right.
Maybe they're like, I don't really know about that place on Spruce Street. And then they look at the drone video and they're like, oh my gosh, this place is amazing. Yeah. I'm going to actually seriously consider this now.
Right. So it does both those things. So that's what we've been working on. And I think we have it down pretty good. If you want to see examples of some of the work that we're doing, you can go over to our YouTube channel, which is Glocker Realty and Insurance on YouTube. You'll see some of the videos that I'm talking about. They're fabulous. So we really do put a package together that is outperforming some of our competitors.
Right. And so the what's the featured property you have? Is it on Spruce Street? Am I right about that one that you've got now?
No, Spruce Street was sold.
Oh, great.
520 North Adams Street,
North Adams.
which is now under contract. It's right across the street from Second Baptist Church.
Oh yeah,
Up on
by the high school.
Chicken Hill, Washington Hill, whatever you want to call it.
By the high school.
Correct. That was my last listing, which is now under contract.
Nice.
But if you go back to my page, Matt Green and Glocker Real Estate, you'll see that video, and it's an example of some of the work that we're doing.
Cool.
But if you want to see some other properties and stuff, head over to Glocker Realty and Insurance, and we have a bunch of videos up there to show people the type of work. So you
still have a kind of a short time on market for most places?
Yeah. Yes. I mean,
the likes of which you probably have never seen. Like, right?
Nobody's seen this before.
I guess it's going to burst at some point, but
it
right
can't
now,
keep going the way it is. But the only thing that's really going to correct it is more inventory, which isn't coming on. We're not getting enough houses on to meet the demand. So as long as that stays consistent, then it's going to heavily favor the seller, and there's going to be high demand and low supply, and that raises prices. Just Vance Jaffe will tell you that. His whole business model is built on that.
Right. All right. So Liz Devaney is saying that we sound like Rice Krispies. Are we having bad sound?
Maybe. It doesn't sound bad coming from the soundboard. I don't know. It doesn't sound bad coming from the soundboard. I'm not having any problems off the soundboard.
All right. Jamie says hers is, I don't know. We should be good.
Yeah.
Here comes Levi.
Well, we're just going to keep talking. And you know what? Maybe I can do this. I can.
Static. She says static. Oh no. Do we have the CB radio interference like the old days?
Maybe.
It really is reminiscent of the very old days of Porchcast.
Good. Thanks for tuning in. So let's do this then. Let's just try to get through some of this news and announcements, and
we could
people
chat about that.
Bear with our sound. I'm going to make a couple of different adjustments on the soundboard and see if I can tackle it in that manner. If not, it's not something that I have control over.
All right.
Sorry, folks.
So the first thing that I'm going to talk about, I brought you this t-shirt because you said Pat wanted one.
Yeah, Pat Salonak.
Yeah, so since I have it here, I'm just going to show our awesome Pottstown t-shirts with the heart.
So you guys still have those available? You need to move it this. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so these are not necessarily they support Pottstown Go Forth, and all proceeds go to Pottstown Go Forth, but they're just says Pottstown with the heart on the front. This is the ladies, and then on the back it's got the Pottstown.
What I'm going to do then, Amy, because I already had a Go Forth. Caption up there, so I'm going to write t-shirts. And then with the website.
If you love Pottstown, or you love to hate Pottstown, or you hate to love Pottstown, anyway, we've got these t-shirts. We have men's and ladies. Ladies are available in medium through XXL. Men's are available in large through XXL. They are $20 a piece, and all proceeds go to support Pottstown Go Forth Festival. Yes, help fund the dunk tank. I'm holding you to that, Liz.
Is Levi going to get in the dunk tank?
Levi, you going to get in the dunk tank, hon?
It's pretty non-committal.
Yes. Trinita, you do have a t-shirt because you were a volunteer. Trinita's also on our board of directors. And we have an awesome group on our board and on our volunteer team. We are going to start planning in earnest in February. So we are looking forward to another great event this year, including a dunk tank. Which Liz is going to be in charge of. And maybe Jamie, you can help because I think that the fire departments do that. Okay.
I had an idea for a fundraiser, but I don't want to do the work.
Levi, as usual, has a great idea, but he doesn't want to do the work. Okay, we'll talk about that later, hon.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
I call that person the elevator fart.
Yeah, we don't want them.
Drop a bomb and then they walk away.
Yeah.
So also in support of 4th of July, we have about maybe 12 of our calendars left, 12 or 15. They're still available. They are $20 a piece. And if you message me or get to me somehow, if you are local, I will deliver it locally, or you can buy it on our website and I will ship it to you. But if you find me, I will deliver it to you locally. They are featuring stained glass of Pottstown. Susie Kennedy, your house, your stained glass is on here. And the beautiful photography of Carol Brightbill. And big thanks to Amy Francis, who laid this out. It's a lot of work, and it's a really great fundraiser for us. So let me know if you want a calendar. It's gorgeous.
They're bringing you the merch.
Bringing you the merch. We got merch galore. All right. I have the news and events in no particular order. I usually try to arrange them in dates, but I'm just going to spout it off. Chris Golden wanted to share the information that SEC, formerly known as Graterford Prison,
SCI.
SCI,
Yes, State Correctional Institution.
SCI. Sorry,
SCI.
I was doing a combo of SEI and SCI. So SCI Graterford is having a career fair. They have job openings galore.
Yeah, in all departments.
All departments.
So
Corrections officers,
medical,
food
maintenance,
service, maintenance,
administration,
business office.
Yeah, everything.
All of that stuff.
All of it.
So their career fair is February 1st from 2 to 6, February 2nd, 9 to 1. It's a state facility, so it's state benefits.
Correct.
So,
and I put up a link, or I put up the flyer that has the QR codes on Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. So if you or someone else you know would be interested in applying, head on over to Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate, most likely where you're watching this show.
Right.
And there will be some links on how you can apply, or at least find out which positions are open and when you need to go to the job fair so you can apply.
Yep. Foundation for Pottstown Education is having their special event February 24th, Shrek the Musical. If you haven't seen that show, it's a really fun show. And Pottstown School District always does a great job. It's I think it's an all ages musical. So the kids from
like
elementary
every other
school,
year is
Right.
all ages.
Yeah, and then the off years are high school.
High
only.
school.
Right. So they always do a great job, and it's a really fun show, and the performances are great, and you get to see the kids from all ages from Pottstown School District. Habitat for Humanity of Montgomery and Delaware counties. They do a lot of great work here in Pottstown. They are having their virtual financial empowerment course. It's free and open to all. It's a 6-week course via Zoom, so you don't have to leave the house. Monday and Wednesday, 6 to 8. The first class is on January 24th. So they'll cover all sorts of financial empowerment issues. So if you need some help getting your financial house in order, they can help you with that. And it is free and open to all, available via Zoom. So if you go to Habitat for Humanity of Montgomery and Delaware County, go to their website and you can find the link there to sign up.
Here's some advice that I would give to people along those lines. If you are going to
Joe.
If you are going to be entering the housing market,
Mm-hmm.
or you know someone is, now is the perfect time to start making those preparations to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be getting your information together for your taxes. You're going to need that in order to get pre-qualified for your loans. So start a little folder.
Right.
Keep all of that stuff together. If you see a financial literacy class like being offered by Habitat for Humanity, take it. There's one that comes out from Genesis Housing Corporation that will allow you to get up to $10,000 grant towards the purchase of a home.
Wow.
Yeah. And then usually in the late winter, early spring, there's a program called First Front Door. Through First Front Door, you can get up to $5,000 towards the purchase of a home. Don't forget that Hobart's Run has a $5,000 grant.
We can go to that right next.
Yeah. So if you or someone else in your life is preparing to purchase a home or be a first-time home buyer, now's the time to start getting ready. Get your financial affairs in order.
Right. Yeah, and then there are
first step in the process.
And then there's also all sorts of resources available for you, and money available. So you mentioned Hobart's Run. They have several programs for residents and landlords to improve their properties and to purchase homes in their neighborhood. So their neighborhood, if you go to the Hobart's Run website, it defines what their quote area is. But they do have the homeowner incentive program,
$5,000
$5,000 forgivable loan to qualified buyers who are moving out of a rental situation into home ownership in the Hobart's Run neighborhood. Focus area.
$5,000.
Successful applicants must maintain primary residence in the home until the loan is forgiven.
Yeah. So basically, what happens?
$5,000.
Yeah,
like this.
$1,000 for every year that you live in the house drops off.
Right.
So if you stay in the house for 5 years,
Forgivable. Yeah. It's $5,000 of free money.
free.
Yes. So if you bought a house for $100,000, that would be 5%. Is that Porchcast math? They also have, Hobart's Run has a facade improvement grant, their FIG program. And that is $500 grants toward projects that restore and improve homes' street appeal. Eligible projects may include painting, porch repair, step or sidewalk repair, and select landscaping work. So they've got some really cool pictures, before and after pictures on their website. And so maybe you're putting up new shutters on your windows on the front, or you're painting your porch, or maybe you need the steps replaced, or you need the railing replaced. Any of those things. $500, like, you know how, like, it's easy to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and spend $500. Why not get the free money so that you can afford that paint? Spruce it up a little bit.
We're getting a couple updates. I'll put them
Yeah.
up on the screen. Jamie Sanchez is saying Pottstown Community Action will be having more information on the Love
Nice.
Your Block program in February. So the
I
Love
love
Your
my
Block program that's how you can get involved in helping clean up, having more positive presence in your neighborhood. And Pottstown Community Action is very closely affiliated with Hobart's Run and also Habitat for Humanity. So if you want to learn more about some of these programs that we're talking about, PCA, Pottstown Community Action, is a great way. It's a great gateway to learn more about some of these programs.
And that is a serious, like, grassroots, like, you know, neighbors getting together and just doing good in their neighborhood.
And eventually, Jamie Sanchez and Tamara Charles are going to come on the show
Yes,
and
please.
tell us more about Pottstown Community Action.
Yes,
We're just
please.
waiting for them to give us a date when
Yes.
they're ready to go.
Joe Rasevich, I'm sorry, I had the date wrong on the Pottstown, the Foundation for Pottstown Education special event. It's February 26th. Sorry about that.
There's a Rotary Duck meeting
Yes.
in January.
Never too early to start thinking about ducks. Man, Pottstown loves those ducks. It's a nice little fundraiser for nonprofits in town.
I see some Porchtonians that are now joining the Rotary. So I feel like maybe we've encouraged some Porchtonians
Well, I
to
think
join
that Rotary is kind of having a little bit of a
renaissance.
renaissance. Exactly.
They have
Yes.
helped us. I hope that we have helped them. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. I don't,
Liz-
not trying to take credit.
Yeah,
I think
no.
it's been
Well,
a
it's just all, it's all
collaboration.
spreading the word, which is what we're here to do.
They've helped us out tremendously.
Yes, they have.
Pottstown Rotary.
Liz Devaney says she's open to tips trying to keep her neighborhood clean, but meeting a lot of barriers. So we have talked about, not to go too far afield, but we have talked about maybe taking a deep dive into the topic of trash.
Yeah.
And so that is something that Porchcast will bring you in the spring or in the coming months.
Yeah. We're
that
working.
we will we're going to take a deep dive.
Mhm.
We're going to dumpster dive, if you will.
We are. And we're going to do that in collaboration with Eye on Pottstown and Evan Brandt from
Yep.
the Pottstown Mercury.
Yeah.
So as soon as we can get some dates of some professionals,
Yeah, we want to
or
talk
some
to some
people
folks that are
involved.
in the know and that
Correct.
can answer some questions. For people. So instead of just complaining, that we will,
Maybe we can come up with some solution.
or at
And
least
also,
help to answer questions on, people are frustrated. We can help to answer some questions as to, why things are happening like they do.
Yeah.
Um,
Elizabeth Devaney, I would encourage you to reach out to Jamie Sanchez or Tamara Charles and or over at Pottstown Community Action. They can absolutely help you try to tackle some of your trash problems over there in your neighborhood.
mhm. And
Absolutely.
also, if you want to have a neighborhood cleanup, if you've got 5 or 6 of your neighbors that you want to do just a kind of ad hoc cleanup, the folks at Harbour's Run have pickers and materials that you can use that you can borrow to do a neighborhood cleanup. You just borrow them from them and then return them. So trash pickers and rakes and things like that.
Good deal.
There's a lot happening at Rivet, which is one of my new favorite spots.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go through all of the events that they have
Mhm.
because they have a really extensive list of events and live music coming up. I'm just going to mention this weekend is the Alley takeover at Rivet. So it's Trouble City All Stars, which I think is a band. It's a reggae music. So it's reggae music on Saturday.
Yeah, man.
So that's happening at Rivet on Saturday, and they're teaming up with with the Alley to bring you summertime inspired drinks. I think everyone would like that right now because it's been pretty darn cold.
I went out of my comfort zone, ordered a mango margarita at Texas Roadhouse.
There's a lot to unpack there. A mango
was good.
margarita. Well,
I
it's one of your 5 fruit servings of the day.
And
How
they
was
didn't have any beer that interested me. So I
Okay,
was
so
like,
you were like, yeah, what the heck? Was it delicious?
it was great. It was
Right?
good. I drank the whole thing. I wasn't driving, so what the hell?
Exactly. I do love Texas Roadhouse for its cheesy, and it is exactly what it is. It doesn't try to be anything more than that.
No, and the steaks, and the last time I went there, I had these pork chops that they have. The food for a chain restaurant, it is not bad.
We used to take Harrison there when he was little. We would just go. It was a nice place for a family meal.
Yeah.
I also like Longhorn, so
Right.
like those chain restaurants. Okay, so that's at Rivet this weekend. Go to the Rivet website page and you will see the entire list of events coming up every weekend, live music. It's a really cool space, and it's just great to see live music here in town. I've been waiting a long time for that. Our friend Adam Burke is playing on Saturday, February 5th at Rivet. So his band is Madam Inc. And there's 3 bands playing that night, Shadow of the Mountain and Peter Eric. So that is all happening on Saturday, February 5th. Go see our friend Adam and check out those other bands and have some fine adult beverages and a good time.
Nice.
Next week, we are welcoming author Josh Taylor to the show. So he will be with us next week. Josh is hosting a writers group, Pottstown area writers group symposium or seminar or roundtable, if you will, on Wednesday, January 26th at 7 at Samana. So Josh is an author, an independent author with over 3 dozen published works, anthologies, collaborative novels, solo publications, and poetry. The Pottstown area writers group, the purpose of this group is to discuss writing challenges and successes while meeting and supporting other local writers. So if you are a writer, if you fancy yourself an author, if you would like to publish and you haven't done so yet, you want to talk to other authors, that is Wednesday, January 26th at 7 p.m. at Samana. But Josh will join us next week and we will chit chat with him about his writing experiences.
There you go.
Yeah. Published author on our show. Designer Bag Bingo. I don't know what it is, but it's very popular. That's on Saturday, January 22nd at State Street Entertainment Hall, which is up by the old Giant shopping center.
It's usually some kind of fundraiser.
Yep.
And
yeah, this one is a fundraiser. I'm sorry, for Philly's Fire Company, our neighbors right over here.
Mhm.
Of which your son is or was a member?
He is.
Is.
I think I don't know because I'm not sure, but I think he's on the board there somehow. I think he got elected. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he is a member there. He is a firefighter.
Yep.
He's the former junior firefighter captain.
Okay.
Now he's not a junior firefighter anymore.
So
yes. Yeah.
Great. Well, we thank all of our volunteer firefighters, and this is our local fire company, our local neighborhood. All of our fire companies are local, but this is our neighborhood fire company. So that is Designer Bag Bingo, Saturday, January 22nd at 5 o'clock at the State Street Entertainment Hall. What else are you doing in the middle of winter? It's cold out. Go win a designer bag. Also, another great winter event is the Soup Bowl fundraiser at Art Fusion, one of my favorite places. So that is Saturday, January 29th. It's from 11 to 1. They are limiting it to 75 tickets. It's $25. There are delicious soups by different restaurants, and they usually have about 12 to 15 different soups, and it's just a great fundraiser. Everyone has to eat, so go eat some soup. Support Art Fusion. You can check out their gallery. I've bought a lot of pieces there over the years. Really great different mediums. There's paintings and there's ceramics and all sorts of different stuff. So.
And if you're looking for something to do in the deep darkness of winter, they
Yes.
have classes.
Oh my gosh, the classes are great. You can go to my page and see all this great stuff that I have made.
My son Andrew used to take classes at Art Fusion. He
Yeah.
enjoyed them.
Yeah, it's such a cool space. It's just a great resource that we have in town. This is for veterans by veterans. Mini stand down on the last, what is this? The fourth Saturday of every month. So that would be whatever the date is, the last Saturday of the month. For vets by vets, Veterans Island at Memorial Park. 10 to 12. So if you are a vet or if you know a vet, please encourage them to attend. They have all sorts of different resources available, clothing, hot meal, more. They can connect you with people that can get you the resources that you need. You need to have, what do you need to bring, Matt?
You either need your military ID or your DD 214.
And if you don't know what that is, you're not a veteran. If you are a veteran, you know what a DD-14 is. 214.
Correct.
Yes. So that is the fourth Saturday of every month at Veterans Island. Check it out. One of our favorite places. Matt, you
just
gave
for
me
clarification,
this.
I am not a veteran. Some people think that I am because I know some stuff about military history. I am not a veteran. I do not want to claim any veteran status. I am a retired law enforcement officer. I had no military experience. All of my stuff is from a police background.
Right. Full disclosure.
Full disclosure. Right. All right, what were you going to say?
This is in April. I mean, God, I got to live that long. April. What is, I don't know who's the organization. You sent that to me.
I did, and I have no idea. PTK Community Cleanup. I just thought it would be something that people would want to participate in since trash has been a reoccurring theme.
And this is a few months away, a couple months away, so you can put it on your calendar. This looks like it coincides with Earth Day, which is April 22nd. Earth Day. Don't treat dirt like dirt. So this is PTK Community Cleanup. Come out and meet your neighbors, pick up trash, share in some restaurants, have a few laughs, help us make our streets look pretty while making lasting connections. Saturday, April 23rd from 11 to 3, meet at the North Hall parking lot of Montgomery County Community College. We all know that as the old Kiwi shoe polish factory, right? So that's at where Manatawny runs into High Street there. April 23rd. Wednesday, January 19th.
Oh, Jamie Sanchez is saying it's a sorority.
Oh, okay. PTK, Phi Theta Kappa.
I think so.
Sure.
There you go.
Right? All right. PAC Winter Youth, Pottstown Athletic Club Winter Youth Series. This is on Wednesday, January 19th at 7 p.m. So the Pottstown Athletic Club is in the old Armory, which is at King Street between Penn and Charlotte. They will host a free, quote, youth series training clinic for area youth. All instructors are CrossFit level 1 or 2 and USA weightlifting certified. First come, first serve events are limited to 45 participants, minimum age 8 years, up to 12th grade. Athletes will engage in 3 20-minute instruction periods followed by a group workout containing a variety of recently coached functional movements. This is a series. It begins on January 19th. It's 10 weeks. So it goes to March 23rd. That's Pottstown Athletic Club, and that looks like it is free. Yeah, so if you've got a young person age 8 years through 18 or through 12th grade, they can take part in this training clinic. It's a great free like workout. Get your kid into physical fitness. Get
At
them
the
off the
Armory?
couch.
Is that the Armory?
That's at the Armory.
Yeah.
Right, which is where the Pottstown Athletic Club is. Yeah.
Judy Green is saying PTK is an honor society. So we're getting
Apparently.
even more clarification.
Yes. Got it. So is it a
It must be a high school honor
High
society.
school?
If my son was in it, she's saying Andrew.
was that Andrew your son or Andrew your brother?
Andrew, my brother, was not in any honor societies in college. I don't think he was in high school. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
guessing she's saying Andrew, my son,
Okay.
who is the most achieved academic in our family. So I'm guessing she's talking about Andrew.
Got it. All right. These look like they are. So here's 2 events coming up with the Pottstown Rotary Club. We have a lot of Rotarians watching, and we have a lot of friends, Rotarians, that are friends of the show. And Deb Penrod, I think, is the organizer of the presentations. So next Wednesday, and if you are interested in attending any of these, reach out to any of the Rotarians on the show. Jamie, I know you are here watching. Deb Penrod, of course, is a Rotarian. Tammy Vontor is now a Rotarian. So lots of folks. Mhm.
Wait, William Paul Barogli.
Bill Rogley, of
Esquire.
course. So Ryers Farm for Aged Equines. Deb's been spending a lot of time there. Down in the 5 at Ryers Farm for Aged Equines. Next Wednesday, the 19th, from 5:30 to 8, Pottstown Rotary Club will host an event. Join us at one of Pottstown's best kept secrets. Ryers Farm for Aged Equines is home to 80 retired horses from all areas of the horse world. 15 minutes from Pottstown, it offers a haven for horses over the age of 20 years, which is about 57 in human years, for the rest of their lives. So it's basically a retirement farm for horses. And it's a really, really nice place to visit, to take your kids, that you can feed the horses. And now everyone's looking for outdoor things to do again. So there you go. Founded in 1888, Ryers Farm is the country's oldest nonprofit organization of its kind, dedicated to providing a comfortable retirement for horses, which faithfully serve their former owners or which were rescued from abusive situations.
All right.
That's
So
very
Diane
nice.
Cherry Crum is having some problems typing. But what she's trying to say is that PTK was the Montco Honor Society.
Got it.
And then my mom is saying, no, it's a college honor society for students with a 3.5 GPA.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's the same thing that Diane is saying, that it's the Honor Society for Montco Community
Correct.
College.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Well, I love Montco. They're doing a lot of great things here in the community. They're celebrating, I think, their 25th year in Pottstown. They've got that new Challenger Center that's opening up. They're really great. We've had somebody from the college on our Go Forth board since our inception, and they're just really a great organization to work with. I know your parents are involved there, Matt.
My mom works there.
Yeah.
She's an employee.
Not just involved there, she works there. So,
Yeah.
all right. Also presented by the Pottstown Rotary Club, Pottstown Fire Department with Chief Hand. Join Chief Hand at Goodwill Steam Fire Engine Company for a tour of the apparatus and demonstration by our first responders. So that is on Wednesday, January 26th from 5:30 to 8. So that's a Rotary Club, another off-campus outing. They will be going to Goodwill to tour that facility and see what the first responders do. I love Chief Hand. We work with him with the fireworks, obviously, for 4th of July, and he's been really great to work with.
I just want to make sure that everybody who's watching who's not a Rotarian is clear. If you want to go to one of these events, if there's something that appeals to you, all you have to do is ask a Rotary member to attend. And you can attend those meetings as a guest of one of the Rotary members. It is FREE, free. Yeah.
Yep, and they will make you feel very welcome and at home, and they're very warm and engaging.
Right.
So we're gonna.
I can see that our screen froze and I think it's probably because the battery went dead.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just going to put on an overlay, and we'll just finish.
Okay, yeah, we only have 5 minutes left.
There's only 5 minutes left,
Yep.
and I'm just going to put up a caption.
Just put up the logo.
Bear with us, folks. You won't be able to see Amy's lovely face, but you'll be able to hear us talk.
Yep. So, okay. So, the last 5 minutes of the show here, we are going to throw out a challenge, Matt.
Okay.
This is for Edgewood Cemetery. They have a Hill School alumnus has made a $1,000 gift to Hobart's Run toward ongoing maintenance at Edgewood, but there is a request that they find a matching contribution. So did they need one contribution, or can they have multiples?
I think they could have multiple, but it seems to me, from what I understood when I read that, there's $1,000 sitting on the table.
Right.
The guy is going to match up to $1,000.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So if one other person gives 1,000, then it becomes 2,000.
Right. So
I don't know that he's
here's what it says: matching gift challenge. A generous donor challenges a community member to match his $1,000 gift. So maybe they're looking for one other $1,000 donor.
I don't know.
Okay. We might have to get some clarification.
I see some comments like Jamie Sanchez is saying multiple, but she's also saying exactly.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, listen, if anybody wants to donate anything to Edgewood, they'll take it. Right?
Bill Brogley did.
I saw he threw down a
gauntlet to me, and I'm willing to do that. I'll get with Bill Brogley about what I can muster up. But I will muster up something. I have in the past for Edgewood, so I will do it again.
As have I.
So Brogley's going to match whatever I give.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure that out.
All right.
All right.
Well, maybe we can get a handful of people together and then make a donation to match it. Maybe if we could come up with $1,000, we can call it a Porchcast match. What?
I like that.
All right.
So
All right,
you're gonna be
Kathy's
the
get-go.
point of contact for that, though, right?
What's that?
You are going to be the point of contact. Amy Wolf.
Shit. I hate when I do that.
If you want to contribute to the Porchcast Pottstown contribution to Edgewood Cemetery,
contact Amy Wolf.
Contact Amy Wolf via Facebook.
Right. Right.
It's easy to do.
And then in the meantime, I'll reach out to Kathy and see what needs to happen. I'll do that before I even shut down my computer tonight. Jamie says it can be many people donating to make up the 1,000.
Yeah,
that's even better.
It's not even well, sure.
Because then I don't have to coordinate it all in a big pot.
Let's try to surpass it, though. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, come on, bring it, folks. All right, I know. Stop putting my hand up. I know.
Yeah, but
Jamie,
that should be an easy one. All you're doing is just being the collection point for these donations, right? You're just collating the Porchcast Pottstown donations.
I mean, we would have to. Okay, so I'll reach out to Kathy and make sure that we can do that. We can kind of like, if they make the contribution and say, "Here's my contribution," quote credit it to Porchcast just to give us the props.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Brogley and I will work on something.
Right. All right. I see that Andrew is here. Andrew, can you clarify for us what the donation situation is? Can we have several different, like Jamie said, it can be many people donating to make up the 1,000. Is that true?
I think so.
Yeah. Susie Kennedy says that Al's Warming Center is holding their gala on March 5th at Sunnybrook. Thank you.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So I bet you, though, you could search Facebook or Google and find out more information about that.
And boy, do they need some warming now. It's been cold. I mean, today is not nearly as cold, but it has been pretty cold.
It's supposed to go down to single digits over the weekend, and they're talking about some combinations of snow and single-digit temperatures.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds slippery.
That's some winter stuff.
That's a wintry mix, as they call it.
But I'm looking forward to it because that would mean a snow party. That would mean a no snow party.
I know.
It's been a little while since we had a good one. Is it
like smart to have a snow party right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm boosted. I feel like I'm not going to do this I'm boosted.
Yeah.
Everybody,
exactly.
everybody at our last neighborhood party
Yeah, we just had one 2 weeks ago.
just had one.
Totally fine.
Everybody there was boosted.
And there was and as far as I know, there was no
No fallout.
right. Okay, Andrew, thank you for verifying what Jamie has told us, that it can be a conglomeration of many small donations. Just need $1,000 total to satisfy the donor. All right,
We can make that
Porchtonians,
happen. We can
totally.
make that happen.
Come on, we got that and change in our couch.
We raised over $3,000 from
For the
Porchcast for
CTE.
CTE. So
Yeah.
$1,000 for
Right.
Edgewood. Come on, that's easy.
Easy. Okay, I'm putting up $250 right now.
There you go.
There you go. Quarter of a way there.
I'm putting up $250, and then Brogley's putting up $250
All
to
right,
match
come
mine.
on.
So
We are
that's
totally gonna surpass
$750
it.
right there.
All right, come on, folks. Oh, so we got to tell you where to send it. Of course, you can go to Edgewood Facebook page, but donate to Edgewood Cemetery, care of 740 East High Street, Pottstown 19464, of course. So there you go.
And if you're going to do that, just tell Amy how much you're putting into it so that we can track how much donation
Yeah, we
came
just
through Porchcast. That's all we want
opened
to
our
do.
big mouths right now, and we're at
Yeah.
750.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, folks.
Get her done.
Yep. All right. Well, it is 7:01, so there we go.
I feel like there was one thing that I was going to say, and I don't remember what it was. And so I'm just going to leave it alone. It's 7:01. Our camera battery died.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning into Porchcast Pottstown.
Thanks for kicking it old school. All right, Trinita. I see you with the hearts.
Yeah. Put up the hearts. We do like the likes. We like the shares. We like the comments. If you share the show to your news feed so that people can come back and watch it later, we appreciate that. If you are a member of a group, please share Porchcast Pottstown to the group that you are a member of. It helps us get the word out and support all this positive activity that is happening in the borough of Pottstown. Thanks for tuning in. I am Matt Green. I am your local real estate expert. Please call me if you need help selling or buying residential and commercial real estate in Pottstown or the surrounding area. That means Chester, Berks, and Montgomery counties. Amy Wolf is my lovely co-host. She is the office manager, the business manager at Wolf Baldwin and Associates, bringing you fine legal service in the borough of Pottstown since 1973. We are Porchcast. Let's talk soon.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.